Hello everyone, welcome back to Mad About Design. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create this Reuleaux triangle using Autodesk Fusion 360 and how to create this assembly using this Reuleaux triangle so that we can transform this rotary motion into this oscillatory motion. This assembly consists of three parts. The first one is the Reuleaux triangle, the second one is the base, and the third one is this slider. Watch the full tutorial to get all the dimensions and to know what are the commands I am going to use in this tutorial. If you are new to this channel, do subscribe to us and turn on the bell notification so that you won't miss any of our new videos. Now, without wasting time, let's get into it. First, create a new design by going to File, select New Design. The unit I am going to use in this tutorial is millimeter. You can change this by clicking here, Unit Type, and you can pick any of the units from here. This video will consist two parts. In the first part, I will show you how to create this Reuleaux triangle, and in the second part, I will create the assembly. So, first create a new sketch on the front plane. Go to Polygon. You can pick circumscribed or inscribed polygon. Select the center as the origin. Change the number of sides as 3, so it will transform into a triangle. Give the circle any radius. Now go to Sketch Dimension. You can directly press D to go to Sketch Dimension. Select this side and give it a length of 100 mm. Now go to Centered a circle. Select the center as this vertex of the triangle and give it a diameter of 200 mm. So the other two vertices of the triangle will be on this circle. Repeat the same step twice for the remaining two vertices. Now I am going to trim out these unnecessary portions. So under Modify, click on Trim. Trim out all these circular parts. Select these three straight lines and convert them into construction lines. So they will take part as construction lines and will not have any contribution for our sketch profiles. Here is my Reuleaux triangle ready. Finish sketch. Go to Extrude command. The profile has been selected already. Drag it in forward direction up to -15 mm. Operation New Body and click OK. Here is the Reuleaux triangle ready. I am going to create one hole on this part so that it can be pivoted to the base. In order to do so, go back to our previous sketch, right click and edit sketch. Press C to go to Centered a circle Select the center of the circle vertically aligned with the origin. Here, give it a dia of 10 mm. Press D to go to sketch dimension. Select the center and the center of the circle. Provide a vertical distance of 42 mm in between them. Finish sketch. Edit the extrude. Deselect this circular profile. So a hole has been created on the triangle. Click OK. Let's provide some fillets on these sharp edges. So under Modify, go to Fillet. Select all these three edges. Fillet them up to a radius of 5 mm. Press Enter. Here is our Reuleaux triangle ready for the assembly. Now, for the assembly, I need to convert this body into a component. To do so, go back to Bodies. Here is our body 1. Right click on this and create components from bodies. So the body will be converted into a component. If we click on the drop down menu, here you can see bodies and body 1. Let's rename the component 1 as Reuleaux triangle. You can see this component is under our main component assembly. Now let's create another component and give it a name base. It will be internal component of our main assembly. Parent, this one. Activate, click OK. Here is the base. So we need to create the base under this component. Create a new sketch on the front plane. Before proceeding, I am going to project the Reuleaux triangle on our current sketch. To do so, under Create, go to Project, or you can directly press P to go to Project. Selection filter, Specified Entities. Select the circle, or you can also select the Reuleaux triangle, but I don't need it in this case. So leave it and click OK. Here you can see the circle has been projected on our current sketch. Let's draw a center diacircle from this center. Press C. Select the center as this one and give it a dia of 250 mm. Draw one rectangle. Select this center as the center of the rectangle and give it a dimension of 600 by 175 mm. Press Enter. Let's hide the constraints and the construction lines so we can have a clear view of the current sketch. Finish sketch. Go to Extrude command. Select this circular profile Also select this one, drag it in this direction opposite to the Reuleaux triangle. Change the start plane to offset. Give it a offset distance of 5 mm and extrude distance of 10 mm. Our body has been extruded at a distance of 5 mm from the sketch and the extruded length is 10 mm. Operation New Body, click OK. Here you can see the gap. Turn on the visibility of previous sketch by going here. Go to Extrude again. Select this rectangular profile and this circle. Change the start plane to object, and for the object select this surface. So the sketch will be extruded from this surface. Extrude it up to 10 mm. Operation Join, click OK. Here you can see the rectangular profile has been extruded from this surface rather than this profile. Go to Extrude again. This time select the small circular profile. Drag it outward up to -20 mm. Change the start plane to object. Select this surface of the circular disc. Operation Join. Click OK. Hide the sketch one and the Reuleaux triangle. Here is our base ready. If I turn on the visibility, you can see the complete assembly. Go to our main component, create another component and give it a name, slider. The parent will be this one and click OK. Here is our slider component. Create a new sketch on the front plane. Press P to project. Selection filter, specified entities. Select this circle and click OK. Go to Rectangle, Center Rectangle. Select the center as this point and give it a dimension of 108 by 175 mm. Under Modify, go to Fillet. Select these two edges and provide a fillet radius of 5 mm. Now keep selecting the other edges so the corners between them will be filleted at a radius of 5 mm. Press Enter. Hide the constraints. Under Modify, go to Offset. Select this profile and drag it outward up to a distance of minus 16 mm. Press enter. Now go to 2-point rectangle. Select the first point horizontally aligned with this center, here in between these two lines, and give it a dimension of 200 by 10 mm. Press enter. Change it to 5 mm. Draw another 2-point rectangle. Select the first corner here and give it a dimension of 30 by 5 mm. Press enter. Now it looks good. Finish sketch. Go to Extrude command. Select this rectangular profile and these profiles too. Drag it in this direction up to minus 15 mm. Operation new body. Click OK. Turn on the visibility of previous sketch by going here. Go to revolve command. Select all these profiles. For the axis, select this line. Change the operation to new body and extend type full. So the profile will be revolved to 360 degree. Click OK. Here you can see this cylindrical body is overlapping with our base. So press M to go to move command. Select this body and move it in the left direction up to minus 7.5 mm. Press enter. Hide the sketch. It looks good. Now mirror it on the other side. So under create, go to mirror. For the object, select this body, and for the mirror plane, select this left plane. Operation new body and click OK. Join all these three bodies. So under modify, go to combine, select all these bodies, operation join, click OK. Here is our slider almost ready. Let's add some fillet on these edges. So under modify, go to fillet, select this edge, this one, and on the back side these edges. Fillet them up to 7.5 mm. Here is our slider ready. Now go back to our main assembly. Activate the base. We need to create two hinges on these two sides so that it can support this slider. So first create a construction plane, offset plane. Select this left plane and give it offset distance of 200 mm. Press enter. Create a sketch on this offset plane. Press P to go to project. Selection filter specified entities. Select these two circles and these lines of the base. Turn on the projection link and click OK. Go to straight line command. Select the first point vertically aligned with the center on this circle and making the line tangent to the circle, extend it up to this line. Repeat the same process on the other side. Finish sketch. Go to Extrude command. Select this profile and these two. Change the direction to symmetric. Extrude it up to 10 mm so that total extruded length will be 20 mm. Operation join and click OK. It looks good. Now go to Fillet command. Press F to go to Fillet. Select these two edges and fillet them up to a radius of 10 mm. Press enter. Mirror this hinge on the other side. Click on mirror, object type, features. Select the extrude and the fillet from the timeline, and for the mirror line, select this left plane. Compute option, adjust, click OK. Here is all of my components are ready. It's time to assemble the components. But before assembling, first go back to main assembly. Unground the Reuleaux triangle and make the base ground. So the base won't move from its original position, whereas the triangle and the slider can be moved. Revert back to original position. Under assembly, go to as-built joint. Select the Reuleaux triangle and the base. Motion type, revolute. And for the snap point, select this circular profile. It looks good, so click OK. Right click and repeat as-built joint. Select the slider and the base, and for the motion type, change it to slider. For the snap, select this line. So the slider will slide along with this line with respect to the base. Click OK. Now, if I try to rotate the triangle, here you can see it is overlapping with the slider, and same for the slider too. Revert back to original position. In order to prevent this collision between these components, we need to turn on the contact sets. Enable all contact, so the component will act, so the contacts between the components will be activated. Here, now if I try to rotate this Reuleaux triangle, here you can see the slider is also sliding with respect to the triangle. And it is same for the slider. Under joint, if I right click on revolute and animate the joint relationships. Here you can see our assembly is working fine. Revert back. I'm going to provide some color on the components. Press A to go to Appearance, Paint, Metallic color, red color on the Reuleaux triangle, gray on the base, and white on the slider. For the circular disc, change the Apply to option to Faces and duplicate the white color. Change it to yellow. Done. Here is our assembly ready. Thank you for watching the full tutorial. If you guys have any suggestions and questions, do let me know in the comment section. I hope you guys have learned something new from this tutorial. Do share the video with your designer friends and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you in the next tutorial. Till then, keep designing and design whatever you love. Bye bye.